The theory of evolution has long been a subject of fascination, debate, and controversy. There is currently no empirical evidence to support the occurrence of macroevolution, the transition from one distinct organism to another, either in the present or throughout recorded history. No instances of macroevolution have been witnessed by anyone. In his 1999 book Sudden Origins, anthropologist Jeffrey H. Schwartz mentioned that, apart from Dobzhansky's claim regarding a new species of fruit fly which pertains to microevolution rather than macroevolution, the formation of a new species has never been observed using any mechanism. The absence of transitional fossils poses a challenge to the concept of evolution. If evolution had taken place, there should be numerous fossilized transitional structures documenting the stages of development from one organism type to another. For example, invertebrates transforming into vertebrates would require many intermediate stages. However, the fossil record does not provide evidence of such transitions. While there are countless millions of fossils, none of them show transitional characteristics. Professor Schwartz argues that instead of filling the gaps in the fossil record with hypothetical missing links, most paleontologists are faced with a situation where there are only gaps in the record, without any evidence of transformational intermediates between documented fossil species. Furthermore, professional evolutionists now admit their inability to envision how one species could be linked with another. There is a lack of molecular evidence supporting evolution. Even with DNA sequence data, we cannot directly observe the evolutionary processes. Therefore, reconstructing the past objectively can only be achieved through creative imagination, as stated by N.A. Takahata in the Annual Review of Ecology and Systematics. DNA and other genetic evidence, when compared with the fossil record and comparative morphology, are found to be inconsistent. The geological timescale, which forms the basis for evolutionary theory, has been called into question. The principles of geology that provided the framework for calculating the great age of rocks have been invalidated by laboratory experiments, as acknowledged by the French Academy of Science in 1986 and 1988, and also by the Geological Society in 1993. Had this information been known in the 19th century, Darwin would not have been able to formulate his theory. Evolution relies on the notion of geological formations taking millions of years to form, but new geological knowledge reveals that the original conditions, including formation time, were much shorter, sometimes even taking weeks or days. Evolution appears to defy the laws of physics, particularly the second law of thermodynamics, known as the law of increasing entropy. This law states that all systems tend to lose order and move towards disorganization and loss of complexity. The supposed evolutionary process, which assumes an increase in order and complexity, contradicts this universal law. Physicists H. Lieb and Jacob Iverson explain in Physics Today in April 2000 that no exceptions to the second law of thermodynamics have ever been found. This law's existence, as precise and independent of model details as the conservation of energy as per the first law, must have a logical foundation beyond the fact that matter consists of interacting particles. One of the primary arguments against evolution revolves around perceived gaps in the fossil record. Critics contend that the absence of transitional fossils undermines the theory. However, it is crucial to recognize the inherent limitations of the fossil record. Fossilization is a rare occurrence, and the fossilization process often biases towards preserving hard structures, such as bones, while delicate structures decay without a trace. Critics of evolution often cite the concept of irreducible complexity, arguing that certain biological systems are too complex to have evolved through gradual steps. They claim that these systems require all their parts to be present simultaneously to function properly. Critics often conflate the theories of evolution and abiogenesis, suggesting that evolution fails to explain the initial emergence of life from non-living matter. While evolution does not specifically address the origin of life, it focuses on the diversification and adaptation of species once life emerged. Abiogenesis, a distinct scientific field, seeks to understand how life originated from non-living matter. Although our understanding of abiogenesis is still evolving, significant progress has been made in simulating early Earth conditions and identifying plausible pathways for the emergence of simple organic molecules, such as amino acids and nucleotides. While the precise details of life's origin remain elusive, it prompts to make abiogenesis and evolution as separate scientific pursuits. Understanding the complexities of evolution necessitates a nuanced approach, appreciating the vast body of evidence supporting this foundational scientific theory. By critically examining contrasting perspectives, we can foster informed discussions and promote scientific literacy, ultimately enriching our collective understanding of the world around us. Thanks for watching. Please do like, share and subscribe.